This place is called Mount Lowe. We're in Altadena, California. Back in the 1890s, he tried to build a scenic railway with hotels, with the rail cars going all the way up into what we call Mount Lowe. This was back in the 1890s. I'll just let it speak for itself. Well, as I was saying, to climb this mountain is a big switchback. But it's easy to walk it. We also call this place Echo Mountain, the San Gabriel Trail. Is a historic site connected with the Mount Lowe Railway. I have hiked it once before. It's not good to hike it on a good hot day. They do have remnants of rail lines, wheels and stuff way up at the top in certain sections. They actually tell you what's going on. Right now, it's like 6:05 Pacific Standard Time on Thursday evening. They do have a lot of conservation efforts here, little by little. In fact, this is probably some of the piping and rails. He actually thought he was building this place for regular people, but really it was for the rich. It's mostly trees, but nice green area. It'll take you at least about an hour or so to hike up on a good day, not on a hot day like it is right now, even in the evening. But they got remnants of everything here. This is probably a tress. Some foundation rocks. Like a piece of conduit coming out right there. And a foundation. There are homes abutting this area, but this is actually the end of it right here. Just a little bit of California, early California history before they even had rules and regulations. Altadena is not really a city, it's an unincorporated city, but it abuts Pasadena. Point of fact is, Mount Wilson did build his observatory, even though Mr. Lowe could not connect that way because of the disasters he had. He wanted to do the same thing with Mount Wilson because they didn't have cars back in those days. They had horse and buggies, and they had to make the roads up these treacherous hills to put in all the equipment that they had and to build. So, one thing for certain, there are a lot of people who come from back east and they make it really big here, and some of them lose a lot of money, and he was one of them. He was very rich, and his partner, the engineer, was very capable. But when disasters strike, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. And back in those days, there was a lot of winning and losing, just like I said, because LA County, Los Angeles, was still getting on its feet with all the things that was going on back then. As you can see further, this is a natural road that they built. I can't tell if this is one of the tracks or not, because there was a residence here someplace after all this has happened. Yeah, I am breathing quite hard. Whenever I walk these hills, I am pretty tired. Along with graffiti, there is some remnant of stones that were actually put here. And also pillars. Pillars that once meant something. But now it's nothing. Of course, there is graffiti here, like I said, a lot of it, some of it. But these are steps going into nothing but trees and bushes. Nothing left of a big time resort of Mount Lowe. This whole area is actually very beautiful. It is so beautiful, in fact, it's hard to believe that when people build something and then it crumbles down, the fauna grows back. There's always things that human beings do, try to make money, try to further their being richer than what they are. And like I said, the only thing rich about this is the history and the richness of California. This is the base of the San Gabriel Mountains. So if you go north from Pasadena on Lake Street will take you right to this point, to Mount Lowe. And you can see all the different history in black and white when you do the research in your book. and the graphics and what it was. The Pacific Railway lines and the other train lines that were being built back in the day.